Okay, hello everyone and welcome to JMC Jams. This is now episode number 8. We're getting very close to that number 10. That was the magic number for the entire year. And now we've nearly got that in one semester. So today what we're going to do is that we're going to talk about different opportunities that we have for students in JMC, not just restricted to any particular major, but mainly lots of focus around advertising. However, it is an opportunity that is there available for all of our other students in JMC to take advantage of. It's an opportunity that will take you elsewhere. You're going to be heading over to Spain and participating in what we call a faculty-led program over in Seville. So in order to introduce this, I'm going to be chatting to Belen Moreno, who is actually our newest faculty member. And Belen is joining us in the advertising program, kind of hybrid between the management track and the creative track, and doing all kinds of things related to branding and, well, you name it. And Belen has already in her short time here had a go at doing this. So I'm going to chat to Belen. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself and who she is and what makes her tick. And then we'll talk about the FLP and everything that's associated with it, because we've got a few things happening around that before we even go there. So, without further ado, thank you, Belen, for coming on to the JMC Jams.
Thank you.
And, well, tell us a bit about yourself. When did you come here? Where are you from?
Okay.
Who is Belen Moreno?
Okay. So I came here for the first time in 2022. I was a predoctoral researcher, but in Spain, because I'm from Spain. And I was with the competitors. I was in communication studies. And then I applied for a job. I came back to Spain. I kept with my job, and you hired me here. So I came back last year, 2023, as assistant professor. And I am assistant professor in creative management and advertising. And what do I do here? Mainly more creative than management, right? I am super focused on branded content, like creative courses, branding, communication, from a creative approach. And that's it, more or less, that's me. I'm from Spain, I'm from Malaga, I'm from Andalusia. And I have been here in total 1 year and a half, something like that. So that's it.
Well, that's not it really, because out of all of that, there's a lot of things to unpick. You do many things really with your advertising professor hat on,
yeah.
Right? So the branded content is something that is interesting as well. Before we talk about Seville, branded content is something that really has crept into the program thanks to you. You know, we did touch on it, but it's your expertise, right? So tell us a bit about branded content. What is it? Why should we be interested in listening to it?
Branded content is a new way of advertising. It's not persuasive anymore. It's a new way of transmitting message to people, and they are based on the brand instead of the products that the brand is trying to sell. So we are super focused on storytelling and in the interaction between the user or the customer and the brand itself. So in summary, we are promoting values through a message. And I think it's super interesting because I don't know if there are more courses focused in branded content in the public university system. I don't think there are a lot. And I think we are kind of new doing this, and I'm so proud of that. And I think it's interesting for students because right now, in real creative agencies, they are not looking just for people to create persuasive messages or commercial messages. They want to engage people through values, through another kind of stories, brand stories, and that is super important in branded content. So we are approaching to advertising from a new perspective here.
And this is something that we're giving all of the students on the advertising program.
Yeah.
But I bet you're getting students from public relations as well on there, right?
Public relations, even business. This semester I have 4 students from business, which is great because it's a way to approach businesses too, and marketing. So it's good, yeah, it's open to almost everyone.
Yeah. And I know that there's a lot of energy in the work that you do around branded content, and you're working with live clients.
Yeah. Yeah, all the semester we work with real clients outside, mainly on campus, but now we're like kind of expanding that. And this semester, for example, we are working with 4 different clients. Students are working in 4 different teams, and one is to promote the minor, Manel's Spanish minor. The other one is to promote Cabaret, a play that the college is organizing. And then we are promoting this FLP that we are going to talk today here about. And then the other one is for the San Antonio Festival, another project that I am running this semester.
Oh, yeah, tell us a little bit about that.
The San Antonio Festival is a grant that I was awarded with from the college, and it's based on a big festival on the street, on the Paseo, in order to revitalize the street. So we want to like promote the street as an annex to campus, and we want to engage more little entrepreneurs to install there. And we are going to have food, we are going to have like a pop-up market, a formative workshop for little entrepreneurs, live performances. So San Antonio Festival, November the 23rd on the Paseo.
Okay, and just before we have the Paseo Festival, we're going to have a little mini feria over in DBH 17 or just outside 117.
Yeah, that is super related to our faculty lead program and also Manel's minor, because we are promoting both of them at the same time, and it's going to be kind of a recreation of the Spanish kind of fair, the Seville fair, La Feria de Sevilla. So in Spain, it's a very famous event, and we are going to kind of imitate it here. So we will have also food, informative sessions about the FLP and the minor. We have guest speakers, I think, and it's going to be fun. So I invite you all to come November the 20th on the patio here at JMC, the patio right outside
117.
117. That's it. So
yeah, and Manel's Spanish language minor is another episode of JMC Jams. We're going to talk to Manel, if not next week, then certainly like in a couple of weeks with some of these special guests. Watch this space. Well, that's another really exciting innovation, I guess, that we're bringing into the School of Journalism. This is a great thing. Now, just to kind of also set the scene a little bit, an FLP is a faculty-led program. That means that we write and deliver a course that is not delivered here in the US or in San Jose. So typically what you do is that you find an overseas location, you plan your course around that place, and you lead a group of students there. It's immersion, so you stay there for 3 weeks. Typically it's 3 weeks. And there's different places that we've gone to from our areas here in JMC. For example, a number of years ago, we had a long-running FLP to Paris. That used to come from the public relations program, and Matt Cabot used to take students there. Really popular FLP. And then one year we had a whole host of them. We had an advertising one going to Florence in Italy that Tim Hendrick used to run. We had another one to Paris with Krista Salvo from public relations. We had a really exciting FLP that ran for a few years from journalism that took students to Greece and Italy to follow the path that the asylum seekers were taking into Europe from Africa. And that was really interesting. It was it was heartbreaking, right? The work that these students were doing was just incredible, strong, powerful work. And that came out of broadcast journalism. Halima and Diane used to run that. And these are all faculty who have moved on, may have retired or have moved on to other places. But the whole idea of the FLP continues. At that time, I took students over to Madrid, and we did an advertising-focused FLP based on tourism advertising. So we went to a whole lot of different ad agencies in Madrid, and we were immersed within the local community, which was amazing, really, for students who, in some cases, had never left California, right? So how is your FLP going to elevate the student experience, Belen?
Oh my God. I am like keeping the tradition here, and we are going to Seville, we are going to Spain. I think it's a great destination, and that I am involved in that because I am from the area. I am from Malaga, which is like next to Seville in the same region. So I think that's great because I know the culture, and I think that's gonna be great for students. And also, I think it's gonna be super fun, and also it's going to be like really good for them in terms of like improving their networking abilities outside of their comfort zones. We are going to visit creative agencies and also media offices there, all local. And also we are going to be speaking to like professionals of the area. They are going to come to speak to us about what they do. And with all of that, they are going to find a local client and they are going to develop their own communication advertising strategy. So it's going to be a hands-on experience for that in terms of creativity, in terms of strategy also, and also in terms of real communication, because they are from the United States. They are going to be in Seville. Most people in Seville, I mean, little businesses, they don't speak English really well. So it's going to be like a challenge. But I think it's going to be fun. And that's it. What else do we have? We have a field trip to Sahara de los Atunes in Cádiz, so they will have the opportunity to visit a beach in Andalusia.
And it's not just a beach, that is one of the best beaches in Spain.
Yeah, that's it. It's one of the best villages in Spain, so it's really beautiful. It's the culture, it's the people, so they are going to experience that, all that from inside. So yeah, I think it's going to be like a very complete program.
So you have the whole cultural thing as well as work. You do have to work, yeah?
It is what it is. So yeah, we will be working like pretty much all days, but they will have like free time too. And during the work days, it will be visits. It will be like time for them to work in their final projects, because we will have like a pitch at the end of the course. What else? We have like those kind of workshops, interactive workshops with professionals from the area. Yeah. So it will be like those three kind of formative activities inside the cultural experience.
And what's your typical agency in Seville?
We have Bravos. It's one of them. It's confirmed. And also in terms of media, we are going to visit Canal Sur, which is like the regional television there. It's a public one. And I think they are going to enjoy the visit. So it's like creative part, media part. And I try to be like more kind of traditional in terms of media, like they are going to be with the media that we all know there. But then in the creativity part, I am approaching to the advertising and creativity more from like a branded content perspective. So they have the communication journalism and also the creativity.
Yeah. Okay. And it's really interesting to know as well that that region of Spain is becoming a digital hub for creativity as well.
Yeah.
And Google is in Malaga?
Google is going to install in Malaga. And Amazon, like a big office, not service, but like the office, marketing and everything in Malaga too. So yeah, next to Seville, I think it's a good place. Right now, it's a good place to visit for a student at JMC.
Yeah, I think it'll be amazing. And you don't need to speak Spanish, really.
No. You don't need to speak Spanish because people it's really friendly there. They are like super used to tourists and they are going to be like empathetic with the students. So if someone is worried about their language, don't worry. You're fine.
So what are the dates?
The dates is in June. We will start the course in late May because we have some activities to complete here at JMC before we go. And then we will be flying June the 7th, I think. And then we will be there until the 26th, I think, of June. So it's like 3 weeks in Seville.
Yeah. And just to make things clear, this FLP will be a summer session.
That's it. It's going to count for them as a course. It's 3 units. So it's like a fun, formative activity, but also a course here at JMC, so it's a win-win.
So when you register for the FLP, you register when it's time for summer session.
That's it. And the course is MCOM 180 International, so it's a code. So that's it. You have the course, but you have the experience also. Yeah.
It's going to be really exciting. I'm so sad I'm not joining it because it would be so good.
Yeah.
And there's so many different things that you're doing around this. I think it's great that the students are doing a campaign in order to promote. So we should be seeing some more student activity coming along, right?
Yeah, I hope so. I am trying like to follow my line, the line that I am following here at JMC with the hands-on experiences, because I think that students, it's good for them and they enjoy the experience. So we are going to do the same, but in Seville.
And where do the students stay?
In residence it's a student residence, and in terms of logistics, I think it's like double rooms, and they have like common spaces like kitchen and everything, and they have all the breakfast included, which is great too.
Mm-hmm. And the weekends are their own?
Not all of them, because we have like some common activities, like a kayak tour on the river, we have a flamenco show, a cooking class, but the rest of the time in the weekends, yeah, it's free.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing, absolutely amazing to really see and experience.
Yeah,
you know? It does cost a little bit more than a regular course because you have to, you know, accommodation is counted, but it's an amazing experience to get you 3 weeks in the summer into a study abroad environment, really, you know, but with a difference, with an added twist. So I think it's just going to be so fun, and I hope that you get and now it's only a small number of students really, so it's kind of competitive.
Yeah, and the minimum requirement is 12. I think that we are all close to that amount, which is great. So yeah, we are expecting like 15 students, something like that, no more. So yeah, let's see.
So if you want to go, speak to Belen.
Now.
It's going to be amazing, you guys. It really will be. I don't know how we're doing for time, but I'm really enjoying this, you know, and it's just making me like sort of look forward to summer, especially as the cold is starting to come in now, and it's never cold in Seville.
No, and in June, I can assure you, it's not going to be cold.
It's going to be great. So, Belen, a couple of other things really before we wrap things up. The focus was the FLP, but you're also responsible for the Spartan Advertising Club.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm driving myself crazy this semester. Yeah, we are preparing our annual New York trip, which will be in February. We have 6 agencies confirmed. It's going to be 6, and it's also going to be great. So yeah, it's another thing to do outside our comfort zone.
And we had some of the board members on the podcast the other week.
Oh.
So they were talking about how exciting it is to go to New York. So, you know, I think that if you come to JMC, honestly, there are so many different travel opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Different things that we do. And just to make it clear, you know, the New York trip may be really aimed at the advertising and public relations students. Yeah. Advertising and public relations. But the FLP, it's media. It's media generally. So you're going to be working together in an interdisciplinary way, which is what we love here at JMC. And if you're a journalist, you should really like sort of come along to experience. I mean, Canal Sur is a big broadcast station that's not only traditional TV. They've got a big digital.
Also. Yeah. And I would like to say, John, also, this is not just like an FLP for journalism or advertising or PR students or marketing even. For business, I think it could be useful too, because they can like know how business work there, the business plans, business to business marketing. I think it's a good opportunity for them too. And also people from the Hispanic languages courses, languages degrees, I think it could be helpful for them too. Yeah. So it's like a broad opportunity for almost everyone.
Yeah, completely. And I think that this has been kind of a little bit over the allotted time, but that's great, right? Because there's so much to talk about. So what I want to be doing is talking about this once it's happened, just to see how everything went. So we'll be expecting photos and videos.
Everything. And follow your our Instagram account. I don't know what is that. Okay, it's SGSU Seville. That's on Instagram, so follow us. Everything.
SGSU Seville, all one word.
All together.
In Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. So thank you, Belen. I've really enjoyed this conversation today. Just some of the great things that we're doing. We're going to be talking to other faculty in the next few weeks. We've had guests, we've had some students. We'll talk about other things that are going on with our different program areas and as a school generally. So just watch this space because there's many more interesting and fun things that are happening that I want to tell you all about. So thank you.